Everyone is welcome here, it's time to make new friends. Fill your Glencairn. Share a dram with the spirit of Edmonton. Slancha!
Good evening, Whiskey Brothers, Whiskey Sisters, Whiskey Friends, and welcome to episode 11 of the Canadian Whisky Journey Spirit Review. My name's Dolph. I'm your host tonight, and I'm joined with this lovely individual beside me, co-author to this book, Definitive Guide to Canadian Distilleries. And if you didn't get one for Christmas already, it's a perfect gift to be giving someone. And Blair, what are we continuing our Canadian Whisky Journey with tonight? I'm going to take off my hat. It's getting warm. Whew.
We are, it's a good idea. We're trying this from the Fort Distillery. It's the Cranberry Spiced Gin, a very special release for the holidays, and it's a good one.
It's a good one, and look at the color on it. Very festive color. And just for a little bit of background for everybody, we're feeling festive, Blair, and I wanted to discuss and review three spirits over the first 3 Tuesdays of December. Week 1 was Christmas Gin from Eau Claire, that one right there. Week 2 is where we are right now. And week 3, let's a little bit for Willibald's there. We're going to be doing the gingerbread gin next Tuesday. But right now, friends and family, we're at the Fort Distillery. And I spoke with the owner, Nathan, about 3 weeks ago on a Saturday morning, right when they opened. Laura and I went, had a nice conversation with him, and told us that 3 years ago we started with peppermint liqueur. Did you have that possibly? And
no, I missed that. No, I missed it.
You missed it. And he said he didn't want to replicate it this year because peppermint's a very divergent flavor. He says people love it and don't like it so much. So we wanted something last year that was going to tintillate, to be open to everybody, more not common, but more accessible, I think. So we came up with this. Do you remember how fast this sold? I think it was
last year, Julia Lee released this. I think it was gone by about December 9th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so the first week week and a half, something like that. And that's why you told me to go get it.
Because I was not expecting them to put this out again. And I'm so happy they did. And I hope they make it a Christmas tradition now, because this was one of my favorite things of last year that I got to try. Yeah.
And I've been giving away lots of samples of it. We bought 3 bottles, and this is 1 3/4 in. So we've been giving away samples to everybody. Same thing with the Christmas gin. We did that. And once I open up the gingerbread gin, it's just fun to give people when they come over type thing. And I give little samples to people when they pick up things for the Alberta Scotch Society. And it's like, here, try that, try this. And it makes it fun. They wanted to make a spiced gin to start. And I think cranberries was kind of like a last minute thought to them, I believe. Did you hear the story at all?
I know a little bit about it. They, from what I understand, is Julia took pumpkin pie spices. So you're thinking like cinnamon and cloves, and then you have your traditional botanicals such as juniper and coriander.
Yep.
And then she made this great gin and decided to proof it with cranberry juice that's from a local cranberry bog close to you.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a Christmas miracle in the glass, and man, it's quite delicious, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
I like how you said that, though. It's a Christmas miracle. I love it.
It is. Well, it's really tart and sweet at the same time. But I think her purpose of this drink is to mix it with like a ginger ale or tonic water or something, or ice, just straight up, and let it dilute it a little bit to really capture those flavors.
I think so. I tried it straight, and it's too sweet for me straight, and which is fine because I don't like sweet generally, and they do like sweet. He said Nathan and I'm sorry, what's her name again? Julia?
Yeah, Julia is the distiller,
Julia.
and
Got
you
it.
can read about them in this book right here. Another plug.
I have the page as well if they want it. I have it on here. It's on page 120. 120. And it says Nathan and Kayla. That's Nathan, and Nathan, who I met. Kayla, I'm assuming, is his lovely wife. Can we assume that? I might be
I would
wrong.
assume it's yeah, I would assume that, and then Julia is the distiller.
And he
just
said
to get a preview. But
he said they
that's what you get.
generally go to the sweet. And I agree. They do go to the sweet. When this is straight, it's very sweet. But
I would argue that I would argue that they go straight to flavor because the base of this gin is their wheat vodka, and if you try the wheat vodka, it's really well crafted, but you get a lot of a little bit of sweetness from the wheat, but it's not over the top. It's very subtle. Yeah, they're just about building flavors, I think, over anything else.
And I think I like it the way you had, just on ice, because you get the aroma of the gin. With the gin and tonic, you're losing that a bit too much. And I've come to really enjoy the nose on a gin, I guess. You don't talk about the nose too much, but I really do. You can smell that, so it's good. And they have whiskey coming down the pike. They had some that I bought as well. I bought three 500 ml bottles of it that they got from another distiller. And so, but they're producing their own. That's going to be out, I think, next year. And if I'm wrong, maybe someone can correct me. But either way, this is available anywhere throughout Alberta. So lots of stores, and you go on the site and it shows you this, the stores that are available. Tons in Edmonton, Calgary, Red Deer throughout. Buy it online, $38. It is 40%, is it not? I think I remember that. 750 mil, 40% for $38 for a fun Christmassy thing.
It's a steal.
It's a steal.
Yeah. Nathan and Julie are chemists, so it kind of makes sense how they came up with this proportion of botanicals and herbs and spices and cranberries to get this. I really think they need to petition whoever is in charge of that periodic table that we had to memorize in high school.
Yeah,
they need to get this on that.
Okay, they'd be the people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I love it. It's a Christmas miracle. Get out there and buy it. It's fantastic. And for $38, your friends will enjoy it. You have them over. But you know what? I think I'd do it over ice as opposed to tonic, because that way you kind of get the flavor of the gin. So the spiced element of the gin a little bit more with just the water. I think that's better. Anyways, that's my last little sentence. And how about you? Any last ones?
No, I agree. Just straight up on the rocks and enjoy it.
Excellent. Have a fantastic week, everybody. We'll see you next Tuesday. Sláinte. Cheers to everybody, and cheers to you there, Blair.
Cheers.